Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my own nails using ASP's dip powder system. And this is going to be a tutorial and just to show you how I just got this design. So here we go. These are my natural nails and I'm showing you the clear tips that I bought from Sally's, as well as the clear bonding acrylic powder I also got from Sally's, and as well as the 3 steps ASP quick dip system that I also got from Sally's beauty supply store. This is the gel color that I'm going to be using. It's a dark purple for, you know, a fall inspired look. I got these gel polishes off of Amazon. I will link below, as well as this glue that I also got from Sally's. And this is just some deleted cuticle dissolver to start off with my natural nail prep. So I'm going to start off with, you know, catering to my cuticles. You want to start with, you know, pushing your cuticles back to make sure that you don't put the acrylic powder on top of your cuticle or that the skin isn't growing onto your nails, you know, just for a neater look and a safer application. So taking this this cuticle pusher thingy, I put the dissolver on there and it actually like melts the skin or something, and it's safe, it doesn't burn or anything. And then I take the other side and I just scrape away. That's actually some type of hardener clear polish that I put on to, you know, help my nails stay healthy. And I scrape some of that away off the cuticle, and then I'm going to use my file. I'm going to use the soft side of my file to file away the shininess of my nails. You want to start off with roughish nails, but don't file too much to where your nail is like too thin and, you know, causing pain or getting unhealthy, but just to file away just to shine so that the nails stay it helps the acrylic powder stick to your nails for a longer period of time. And these are the the tips that I use. I just got these from Sally's. I'm glad they had these in the beauty supply store because I ordered some off of AliExpress, and you can kind of order them off AliExpress that are already shaped in the shape that you like. Like I ordered some coffin tips so I won't have to cut and shape and file because that's easier for beginners. But these are just some regular tips that I'm going to have to cut and file into the shape that I want. So I'm just picking up the tips. Of course, this is self-explanatory. I'm shaping it to fit each nail, and I line them up. And then I'm going to use this glue. This was actually some really good glue. This is some professional nail tip adhesive, and I'm going to put that on the tip and just put them on my tips. So these are my nails once I've attached all of the tips and they are ready for cutting and shaping. And now I'm going to get into that. So I kind of use these scissors that I've had for a while. You can kind of use any scissors or the little nail clipper things that the, you know, nail techs actually use. But these get the job done. So I just cut them kind of to the length that I want. And then I'm going to slightly cut the sides so that the square shape isn't like sticking out. I just kind of want them to go inward and just be a little bit more narrow. And I saw this tip on like one of the nail tutorials, and I thought it was a good idea. But you want to be careful how much you cut off the sides because you don't want your nails kind of going to the side, you know. But then again, you won't have to worry about this if you order tips that are already in the shape that you want. Like I saw some tips that had already had the coffin shape, that I saw some tips that already had like the stiletto shape, and I ordered some off AliExpress. But when you order from AliExpress, it kind of takes like sometimes a month to deliver. So I wanted to do my nails immediately. So I just, you know, caught the square shape from Sally's. So I'm just filing the sides, you know, into the shape that I want, making sure that it's nice and square and neat and no rounded sides. I want it nice, straight coffin shape. And yeah. So now I'm going to get into the dip powder method. I'm using ASP's clear bonding acrylic powder. And I got this Beauty Treats prep. All of my products I kind of got from little starter kits that I randomly bought. So these this primer and this dehydrator and this primer are from my acrylic starter kit that I got a while ago. This is probably kind of unnecessary. You can kind of probably go in with the nail primer step, but I just did that just to make sure that my nails last longer. And since I already have it, I just used it. But you could probably just go straight in with the nail primer. And you can get all of this from Sally's Beauty Supply Store. So I use a nail primer. I put it all on my natural nail. Make sure that you don't get it on your skin. I probably got it a little bit on my skin, but it didn't do any harm to me. And then I'm going to go right in with the step 2, which is the powder adhesive and top coat. So I kind of went all on the nail. If you watch like professional tutorials, you see they start halfway and then they'll do it again and they'll move closer and closer to the cuticle with each dip. But I just go ahead and do an even layer all over, and I do 3 dips for each nail to develop a nice thickish but not too thick layer. And look at that, it looks already professional. But then I go in with another 2 coats or 2 dips, and I get a nice semi-thick but not too thick layer with that approach. So I'm just going to do that to, you know, the rest of my nails. And guys, it's really just that simple. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. I just prep my nails. I do step 1. I do step 2. I dip my finger in the powder a few times, tap it off, do that, you know, repeat the steps about 2 or 3 times. And then I put on, you know, the step 3, and it's, you know, foul in shape, and you're good to go, really. You just have to have a good eye for what a good nail looks like. You know, just make sure that the cuticle is straight, make sure the shape of the nail is straight, make sure the powder isn't lumpy, and it really shouldn't come out lumpy if you're careful with the application of step 2. But anyway, so I'm going to take the step 2, and after I finish all of my nail dipping, I'm going to put another coat on top just to seal in all of the powder so that it doesn't have a powdery layer. It's all sealed in. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go in with the brush cleaner and the step 3. And the brush cleaner is used so that the step 3 brush doesn't get hard from the step 2, which is sort of like a glue. So if you put the gel activator on top of the top coat, it may harden up because of the residue of the step 2 liquid. So you want to make sure that you continue to dip it into the brush cleaner so that you get off that residue so your brush doesn't end up getting hard. So I'm just going ahead and doing that. Each layer, each finger, I'm going to put the step 3 on, dip it in the, put it on my nail, dip it in the brush cleaner, wipe it off, and dip it back into the step 3 and repeat the process. And that's pretty much how I form the base of my nails. Okay, so once I have done that, I'm going to go ahead and shape and file and make sure that I have, I can rejuvenate the nice crisp box shape that I want for my nails, and that the acrylic powder didn't kind of mess up the shape. So I'm just going to do some finishing touch filing, and then I'm going to take this drill machine that I kind of got off a random Instagram ad. It was about $29, $30 something dollars, and I thought it didn't work at first, but I just didn't know how to use it, and it works pretty fine. I just probably have to buy some more quality drill bits, but the machine is a plug-in, so it'll always work. It's not like battery powered or anything, so you can kind of arrange the speed of the machine. So I kind of just use the little cylinder drill bit. I don't know what it's called, but I'll use that to shape around my cuticle to make sure that the powder didn't go too far up my cuticle and isn't on my cuticle, and that I kind of separate the powder from my cuticle. And so that when the nails start to grow out, that it doesn't pull my cuticle with it or cause any contaminations or whatever it's called. So I'm just going to go ahead and file around my cuticle and make sure that I get that nice crisp shape that I want. And my nails are, nice, and just checking my nails, making sure they're nice and sleek. And I'm going to, brush some powder off. And then I'm going to go in with the buffer to do the finishing touches. And, it's just regular nail tech steps that you've observed when you got your nails done at the salon. You want to finish it with a nice buff to get that smooth finish. And then once I've done that buffing and I've done all my filing and shaping, I'm going to go back in with the step 3 to reactivate the gel in case I fouled off any of the gel activator when I was filing my nails. And I showed you my filing, but I also filed way more off of camera just to make sure that they were extremely perfect. So you file as much as needed. So now I'm going to go in with the coloring of the nails. You can kind of, do your own thing at this point, but I'm just going to show you how I got the design that I got. So I used this base gel polish. I got a few gel polishes that came with some colors, and then it came with a base and a top coat that I got off of Amazon. It's a pretty low quality kit. I just wanted to get something cheap that I can start off with. I will upgrade to like some more quality brands, but for right now, this is all I have. So I'm using the base coat, and I actually got this UV light. It's really small, like $10 UV light from Amazon. I'll link all of my products below. But I kind of just cure that for a minute, and then I'm going to go in with my little starter kit gel polish, and I'm going to use this nice dark purple that kind of just goes with a fall color, and I'm just going to put 2 coats of that on my nails. I'm going to put 1 coat on, cure it for a minute, and then put the second coat on and then cure it for a minute. And I only put 1 coat on my pinky because I knew I wanted to do the jewels design. So I really didn't even need to put that 1 coat on, but I forgot that I was doing something special on my pinky. So I just went ahead and put the gel polish on by accident, but I'll just put the jewels on top of that. So I'm just going to cure it, and you'll just see how that goes. Okay, so once I have gotten the gel polish and done the top coat and everything, I'm going to use this clear poly gel that I also got off of a random Instagram ad from this unknown company. Do not ask me where I got it. I do not remember. I'll try to track my emails to see where the website, but nonetheless, you can find a more legit brand on Amazon or search Google. But this works pretty fine, and I use this gel as a top coat or some type of. I was using glue to glue on my jewels, but this gel, once you put the gel on, you have a lot of time to adjust the jewels how you want on your nails without it drying on you and being stuck in place. The gel is pretty much just gel until you cure it, and then it becomes hard, and that way the jewels kind of will cure into your nail with the gel. So I'll put the gel on. I don't know if this is making sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just talking y'all heads off, but I'm trying to explain it. The gel is a polygel. You put a nice layer on top. I use this as an adhesive for my jewels so that my jewels will stay put in place on my nail. And I use this because I find it's better than using just actual rhinestone glue or regular nail glue, because those will end up popping off through all time. But if you cure the jewels into your nail with the gel, they will stay in place for a longer period of time. And I think this is what professionals do. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm sorry I didn't show you guys the jewels that I used, but I did get this nail jewel kit from Amazon. It is also a little cheap beginner kit that I just wanted to get that was inexpensive so that I can, experiment with. I will probably get some real Swarovski crystals, when I'm more experienced in doing my nails. But for now, these cheap jewels will do. And it came out looking really cute, really shiny, and really, official. So I'm just taking these little tweezers and I'm placing the jewels all over my nail. I want to do a full bling nail on my pinky because I thought it was like excessive, but not too excessive. And this is the outcome. So once I have placed all the jewels onto the gel, I'm going to cure that twice to make sure that it's really, really cured and really set in stone. I did it twice to make sure that the gel all the way got cured, because I felt like with the jewels the light probably wouldn't touch some of the areas, so I just did it twice to make sure. And I got this rhinestones only top coat and adhesive that I used to use for my jewels, but they would end up popping off, so I kind of just use it as a finishing touch on top of all the jewels to make sure that they stay in place. So once I've done both nails, this is how they're looking. And I'm going to finish off with a nice cuticle oil just so I can get some nice pictures and, make sure my cuticles stay healthy and nourished. And I got this Beauty Secrets cuticle oil from Sally's beauty supply store. And I'm just going to put them all on my cuticles, rub it in. And then I got this glowy balm for skin, lips, and nails. Once it said nails, I was like, okay, cool. But I think I got it from a Boxy Charms package or an Ipsy package, one of them. But it's cool. I don't know. I kind of just use it for my hands, and it's really nourishing. It's like a little Vaseline balm. And this is the finishing touch, guys. I'm really happy about how they turned out. It is now Thursday. I did these Monday. The jewels are still really solid and put in place, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to bring you guys some more nail tutorials. See you in the next one. Bye.